All right, here we go, everyone. I'm Andrea. This is Metcon. So we need our medium weights, water bottles, anything else. You have to add some resistance to the routine this morning. Same drill as always, 10 exercises, 1 minute each, and we'll do that circuit 3 times through. We're gonna get a lot of bang for our buck this morning. Every exercise is going to work the upper body and the lower body together. You'll see what I mean. But let's kick it off with our jumping jacks in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, jack it out. Nice and light on the feet. Tap those fingertips overhead. As we reach to the ceiling, keep those shoulders pulled down away from the ears. Last 10. Last 5. 3, 2, 1. Feet wide, arms out. Rotate and reach. Opposite hand, opposite foot. If you're feeling tight this morning, just keep a slight bend in those knees. We can ease into our hamstrings. Start to match the breath to the movement. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you reach across. Last 6. Hamstring curls in 2 and 1. Here we go. Heel to glute. Adding that upper body, big reach forward, bigger pull back. Bring those elbows towards each other behind you. Again, finding that breath. Exhale as you kick up. Inhale as you place that foot down. Last 6. Squats in 2, 1. Plant those feet hip width apart. Shift the hips back. Press into the floor to rise. Excellent. Chest lifted. Let me see those necklines. As we lift, try and pull your mat apart with your feet so you're pushing down and out. You'll feel that whole lower body light up. Last 5. 2 and 1. Single leg balance. So plant that right leg. Let that left leg float back as you hinge at the hips. Keep your hands pointing behind you right now. Just find that balance. Imagine the right foot as a tripod, big toe, little toe, and your heel driving into the floor. Stay for 5, 3, 2, 1. Come on up, switch sides. We're gonna be in this position a couple times today, so we wanna make sure we've got that right. Plant the left foot, let that right leg float back as you hinge forward. Chest parallel to the floor, no more. And take those arms behind you. If you're struggling, find a point on the floor to focus on. Draw your attention there. Last 5. Down to plank in 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, step back. Hold it here. Tuck those hips towards the belly button. Squeeze the glutes. Go ahead, step that left foot forward. Left arm up. Bring it down. Hips to heels, push back. Come forward, right foot. Right hand to the sky. And take it back. Loaded beast, hips back. Come forward, left leg forward. Keep it up. Right side. One more each side. And take it to the right. Last time. Let's come back to that plank. Jump your legs out, plank jack, add a push-up, jump the legs in. Jump the legs out, push-up, jump the legs in. Keep this going. Last 3, 2, and 1. Pop it up, run it out. Last 15 of the warm-up. We've got a nice preview of what's coming up this workout. We're here for 10. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Excellent start, everyone. Coming into our first circuit, grab those weights. Our first exercise is going to be a squat with a press. Weights up at your shoulders, squat down, stand, press the weights right up. There we go, that's it. We've got 1 minute in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Squat down, press up. Excellent. We've added resistance, so let's check in, make sure that squat feels and looks as good as the warm-up. Press those knees out, lowering with control. Halfway. Excellent. Keep it up. Can you take your squat a little lower before driving up? If at any point the shoulders start to burn out before the legs, just drop the shoulder press or take it every other rep. Totally fine. We're here for 5, 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, left leg back. Come into your lunge and curl. Hold the lunge position, knees bent 90 degrees, and we're gonna curl. So from the side, again, just that lunge or that split squat. Toes, knees, ankles all pointing forward. We switch legs in 3, 2, 1. Switch. Come right back into that curl. Inhale down, exhale up. Try and bring that front quad parallel to the floor, that back knee towards the ground. You've got 10 seconds. Up next is a push-up jack, just like that warm-up. 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Here we go. Jack out, jack in, 1 push-up. So again, combining that upper body, lower body, and core. Of course, we're in our plank position. You want to keep those abs engaged. 30 seconds. Sweat's already starting to drip. Excellent work. Keep it up 15 seconds. If you need, you can drop to the knees to reset in that push-up. But keep the movement going. Last 5. We're up in 3, 2, 1. Grab the weights. We're gonna hinge on that right leg. Hinge, narrow row. Pull those elbows straight back. Come back to stand. If you want, you can place the left foot down or try and hold that balance. We're here for 30, then we switch. So we know how to find that balance, hinging at the hip, reaching our head forward, finding a point on the floor to balance. Let's switch sides. Left leg down. Same thing. We're slowing it down here, but we're really firing up a lot of muscle groups, not just the main ones, but the little ones in our ankles, our hips, that are helping to stabilize us here. One more rep, we take it to our backs. Keep breathing. Here we go, on our backs, bridge position, weight straight overhead. Hold that bridge. Lower your arms straight overhead. Exhale, pull them back to the start. Keep those hips high. Squeeze your glutes. Make sure those arms are straight. We want to focus on our back, our lats, and our chest. Keep the biceps, the triceps, the arms out of it. Excellent. 5 seconds. We're going to flip it over. Loaded beast with a front step. It'll look very familiar. In 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Flip it around. Hips back. Loaded beast. Step that right foot forward. Come back. Switch sides. We're taking out the stretch from the warm-up. We're just focusing on the movement, adding speed. Getting that step. If you want, you can lift up the hand, but pull it close to your shoulder so we're not reaching far. We're keeping the movement close, allowing us to keep that speed. Can you feel your legs working? It's like a body weight leg press, pushing that floor away to come forward. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Pop it up, sumo squat, upright row, toes out 45 degrees, palms facing back, lower down. Exhale. Pull those weights up to the chest. Lower back down. As we do this upright row, elbows come out to the side. They stop at shoulder height. We don't want to pull up too high. Inhale down. Big exhale up. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Imagine you're zipping yourself up, pulling yourself together towards the midline. 10 seconds. We're going to come back to that single leg balance. Hold it and add a tricep extension. 3, 2, 1. Right leg balance. Find that position first. Pull those elbows back. Tricep extension. Bend and extend through the elbow. Everything else hold steady. Find where that sweat is pooling on the floor. Concentrate there. We switch in 3, 2, 1. Left leg, come right back into those extensions. We've got just 2 exercises left, everyone. Fifteen seconds. Really extend those arms all the way. Feel the back of your arms light up. We are coming to our squat thrust in 3, 2, 1. Hands down, strong plank, jump in and stand. If you need a little less, step your feet back, step them in. If you need a little more, add that jump as you stand. You decide where you need to be right now. Less than 2 minutes in the set. Hit that strong plank, shoulders and hips in a straight line, pushing the floor away. 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Get ready. We finish with core in 3, 2, 1. On your backs. Bring your knees 90 degrees, shins parallel to the floor. From here, take your palms to your knees. Push into the knees as your knees push into your palms. Looks like nothing. Should feel like everything in your abs. Keep pushing. Check that lower back is still on the mat. Try and slow the breath a little here. 20 seconds. If you need, take a break, come right back into it. Here we go, last 5. Push a little harder, create a little more energy. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Awesome work, everyone. That is our circuit. We do that 2 more times. For now, whatever you need, towels, water, deep breaths. And then we'll do it all again. Woo! That's it. Shake out those legs. Shake out the arms. Take a couple of deep breaths together. I know my heart's racing a little more than normal today. Big inhale. I'm going to take my arms up. Big exhale. Powering down so we can power right back up. Big inhale. And that's all we've got time for. Grab those weights. Squat and press in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I don't know about you. Those breaths really helped energize me. I'm ready for this second set. If your weights are really light, you can take it a little slower on the way down, holding the time that you're using your shoulders, holding those weights before coming back to the starting position. 20 seconds. Keep those knees pressing out. Big exhales as we rise, tapping right back into that breath. Split squat and curl. 3, 2, 1. Right foot forward, left leg back. Curl the palms to the shoulders. Excellent. Let's draw our attention to our biceps. For this move, really picture the muscles getting smaller as we curl up, extending as we lower. Go ahead, switch legs. Left leg forward. Our push-up jack is next. I'm gonna add a challenge if you want it. You'll hit the push-up as your legs jack out. So you'll jack out and lower to the floor and then bring everything back to the start. Just an option you have in 3, 2, 1. It'll look like this. Starting in that push-up position, jack out and lower. Come back to center. Jack out and lower. Otherwise, you're doing one push-up, one jack. You can also mix and match as you need. If you take the challenge, feel free to slow it down a little more. You'll still get that heart rate up. It's not always about the speed, sometimes. But when you think about how many muscle groups you're working, that could be enough to push that body into high gear. 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1, hinge and row. Right leg stays, left leg floats back, elbows straight back, lower, come back up. Touch the left foot down or bring the knee to chest to keep that balance. Switch sides. Plant that left foot, find the balance, then add the movement. Whew. Let's get one more in. Here we go, on our backs, bridge, lat pullover, hips high, arms straight, lower, back to start. Inhale, get long, exhale, reset. Slow and controlled. Keep those hips high, don't let them drop. "20 seconds. Check in, are those elbows straight? Last 5, we switch. Loaded beast, front step. 3, 2, 1, here we go, starting in that plank, hips back, right foot forward. If you want, take that same arm up, pull it back to your shoulder. Make a little claw with your hand, really get into that beast mentality. As you push back, lower those knees just 1 inch off the floor. Woo, 20 seconds. Keep it up, we've got 5. Sumo squat, upright row in 3, 2, 1, we're up. Grab those weights, toes out 45 degrees. Unzip, zip up the midline. Unlike our regular squat, we're a little bit more upright than usual for this squat. Drawing those knees to the side. So okay if they come a little bit over the toes, as long as we feel in control, we don't feel any pain. As you pull the weights up, press the shoulders down. May say counterintuitive, but we want to work the shoulders, the back. We don't want to work the muscles in our neck, which is what we tense if we shrug up. So let's take out the shrug and just focus on that upright row. Last 3, single leg balance, 2, 1. Right leg, tricep extension. Ease into it if you need. Slow the breath so you can focus the body. We switch in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, left leg. Well into this second set. 3 exercises left. Oh, 2 exercises left. Even better. Squat thrust is next. 15 seconds. Center through that left foot. Keep the inner part of the leg of the foot pressing into that floor. 3, 2, 1. Squat thrust, last cardio push. Option to step back. Option to jump up. So strong, team. Let's push through to our next recovery. "20 seconds here. If you feel yourself starting to give up, dig a little deeper, push through. We'll finish our set on our backs in 5, 3, 2, 1. On our backs, knees up. Let's go. Create that force through your core. Shins parallel to the floor, knees right above the hips. Generating as much power as you can muster right here, right in those abs. Slow the breath. Halfway. If you need to take a break, come right back in. Flex the toes back towards the knees. Make sure every part of us is engaged, is working together to finish. 5, 3, 2, 1. Knees to chest. When you're ready, roll yourself up. Woo! Awesome work, everyone. We are 2/3 of the way done. Again, this is your minute. Towels, water. Deep, deep breaths. We'll take a couple together towards the end. For now, whatever you need to reset. All right, 30 seconds. Let's start those deep breaths. Big inhale, arms overhead. Making sure we start from the strongest pace possible. Exhale. One more together. Big inhale. And deep exhale. Excellent. Grab your weights. We go in 5. Squat, press. Last set. Then we cool it down. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. As you press up, make sure we're pressing straight to the sky. Spine is neutral, spine is straight. Keep those elbows close towards the body, drawing in, not flapping widely around. Halfway. Inhale down, exhale up. Whew. Anyone else's shoulders burning? Yeah? Last presses. 3, 2, 1. Split squat and curl. That's it. To modify, you can drop your back knee all the way to the floor or come up a little higher. So we're still working, but we're maintaining that form. Three, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Whichever position you took on the right, let's take that on the left. Keep it even. I don't know if this is good news or bad, but we're done in 15 seconds. We take it to our push-up jacks. 10 seconds. All right, let's all sink just a little bit lower for 5, 3, 2, 1. Push-up jacks. Whichever variation you need, whatever speed you need to go. The most important part here is the form. As we get tired, it's the first to go. So we're tucking those hips in. We're feeling our strong plank the whole time we move. No matter where our legs are, our chest, our abs are working, and our lower back feels safe. 30 seconds. Big exhales as you push up. Draw that power from within. Push it out. Last 3, 2, 1. Single leg row. Right leg first. Hinge. Elbows back. Come on up. Go ahead, switch sides, left leg. Keep it up. On our backs in 3, 2, 1. Bridge, lat pull over. Hips up to start. Weights pointing straight overhead or straight over chest. Lowering straight overhead. Coming back to center. Try and keep the weights apart. Lower each arm separately. We'll create small muscles in the shoulders to stabilize. We lose a little of that if we bring our weights together. But if that's where you are today, then that's okay too. "20 seconds. Feel the back stretch as you take those weights overhead. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back as we come to start. Excellent. Last loaded beast front step. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Loaded beast front step. This is where we try to keep some of that speed. As you step forward, push that floor away. Create space between the upper body and the mat. Create room to drive that knee up. Woo, you are almost there. 10 seconds. Sumo squat next. 3, 2, 1. We are up. We have 4 minutes of work. Toes out, 45 degrees. Elbows wide, even with the shoulders. Finding that breath again. Inhale down, exhale up. That breath is so important. Not only keep sending oxygen, sending energy to our muscles, but it also helps us power through, reset, and keep moving. 15. Don't forget to squeeze the inner thighs, our adductor muscles as we stand. It's not just about forward, back, but side to side. 3, 2, 1, single leg, tricep extensions. To wipe the sweat off my hands, and now we find our balance. Three, 2, 1, switch it out. Keep those extensions. Really take those arms back as far as possible. Squeeze a little tighter than normal. Get the most out of each rep, there's not many. Squat thrusts in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat thrust. You know what this means. 2 minutes of work. This is the last cardio push. Woo! Get those heels down, drive through the legs to stand. Make use of those large muscle groups. 20 seconds. Here we go for 3, 2, 1, on our backs. This is it, 60 seconds. Slowing the breath. Focus all the energy on this square between the arms, the quads, the palms, the torso. Can you picture your energy force? For me, it's kind of like a light spinning around. I might be watching too much anime. But just picture what that energy feels like for you. Can you make it a little stronger? You have 15 seconds. All right, this is it. Everything you have for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Woo! Yes! Awesome. Awesome job, everyone. Felt like that our whole body was working the whole time. That's a lot to ask. And you rose to the challenge. Let's reward ourselves with a good stretch. Here we go. Take that right foot forward and just pause here. Take a couple breaths. Try and slow that heart rate. Here we go. Tuck that left glute under the hip and lift the left arm to the ceiling. Push that left hip forward, open up through the front of the left side. Take your right hand behind you, hold on to the left hamstrings, as you lean over to the right side. So really opening through the left. And release. Shift those hips back, straighten the right leg. Come to your fingertips. Inhale, lift up just a bit, and then exhale, reach your head forward. Slight bend in the right leg. Keep your right foot nice and loose. Still slowing those breaths. Go ahead, walk the hands outside the right leg. You can wiggle around a little bit, see what feels best in this position, and then come back to center. Coming up, switch legs. Take that right knee down, left leg forward, tuck the right hip under. Inhale, take that right arm high. And reaching that head straight up, pressing that hip forward. Go ahead, take your left arm behind you. Gently hold on to the right hamstrings and lean over to the left side. And release, shift the hips back, straighten that leg. Again, coming to the fingertips, lifting the chest up, and then exhaling, reaching forward. And walk the hands over to the right, to the left side. Come back to center, however you want. Come onto your butt. Take your right ankle on top of the left knee, hands behind you, point the fingers away from you, and bend that left leg so your foot's on the floor. From here, draw your right knee towards the floor, like a seated figure 4 position. Draw that right knee down, stretching outside of the right hips. If you want to deeper stretch, walk that left foot closer to your butt. So the tighter you make the pose, the bigger stretch you'll get. But it's really all about our individual mobility, how tight we feel today. And let's go ahead, switch sides, right foot down. Start big as you find the pose, and then you can walk that right heel to your glutes. Sit up nice and tall. Excellent. Release, swing those legs behind you and press on up to your down dog. Press the chest towards the top of the thighs. And walk those hands back to the feet. Slight bend in the knees as we roll up one vertebrae at a time. Let's make this super, super slow today. We deserve it. Stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Head comes up last. Roll those shoulders back and down. From here, clasp those hands together, forward. Pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale the arms to the sky. And exhale down behind the back, press away, open the chest. and shake it out. One more big inhale together, arms overhead. Inhale all that good energy and exhale everything else out. Awesome work today. I hope you feel as incredibly exhausted as I do right now. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you all next week from Asheville. Have a great day.